But first, let me introduce you to my team members. This is Rufia, and I'm Adam, and her name is Zaina, and that is Farhan. This is Daniel, and we have our editor, Sam. Hello guys! Today we'd like to talk about the 5 alternative green power sources to generate aircraft power plant. So firstly, I like to talk about the BWB. The shape of the center body and the outer wings of the aircraft are smoothly blended. This combination offers several advantages over conventional tube and wing airframes. The BWB airframe merges efficient high-lift wings with a wide airfoil-shaped body, allowing the entire aircraft to generate lift and minimize drag. This shape helps to increase fuel economy and creates larger payload, cargo or passenger, areas in the center of body portion of the aircraft. BWB aircraft was estimated to have an advantageous operational efficiency over current airliners of similar capacity. Preliminary findings approximated that the aircraft will generate 27% less fuel burn, 15% weight saving, 12% lower empty weight, 27% less total thrust required, and 20% higher lift to drag ratio. Now, let's talk about the design of the BWB aircraft. The integrated wing and body reduces drag. The entire aircraft generates lift, increasing aircraft efficiency and fuel economy. The rear-mounted engine above the fuselage further reduces drag and noise. Next, I'm going to talk about natural gases. Well, natural gas sources have been in use for a number of decades, but it is through the progression of compression techniques that is becoming a more viable alternative energy source. The potential for contamination is larger than with other alternative fuel sources, and natural gas still emits greenhouse gases. The advantage of natural gas? Well, it produces up to 10% less greenhouse gas emission. It is also less expensive than gasoline. What about the disadvantage of the natural gas? Well, it will be limited to vehicle availability, and it is also less readily available than gasoline and diesel. Next, I'm going to talk about the solar-powered aircraft. The solar-powered aircraft is a remarkable concept, cutting-edge technology, and the aircraft for the future. The unlimited availability of solar radiation makes this masterpiece green technology look very promising regarding affordability, safety, sustainability, and clean means of transportation. The concept is to build the aircraft that can demonstrate enormous capability for continuous flight. The idea of solar-powered aircraft design equipped with power device that includes photovoltaic cells, rechargeable batteries, and maximum power point tracker was conceived. Furthermore, the solar energy converts into electrical energy that used to power the propulsion system and avionics. The rechargeable battery is situated on the fuselage or any other appropriate part of the aircraft. The battery is used to store energy at daytime and supply power to the system at nighttime. The changeable phenomena of solar energy and mode of application of solar-powered aircraft makes it imperative to analyze power components with robust energy management to accomplish a non-stop flight of 48 hours. Next, the advantages of solar energy. It is a renewable energy source. Among all the benefits of solar panels, the most important thing is that solar energy is truly renewable energy source. The other advantage of solar energy is it reduces electricity bills. It is also low maintenance costs, which solar energy systems generally don't require lots of maintenance. It is part of the technology development. Technology in solar power industry is advancing. Now, the disadvantages of solar energy. Well, the cost. The initial cost of purchasing a solar is fairly high. And regarding the weather dependent, solar energy can still be collected during cloudy and rainy days. Thus, the efficiency of the solar system actually drops. Moreover, solar energy storage is actually expensive. Moreover, solar energy storage is rather expensive. It is used to store in large batteries. It uses a lot of space. The more electricity you want to produce, the more solar panels you will need. Then, for aircraft powered by solar to attain a continuous flight, energy management system is required. For a photovoltaic cell to produce optimal energy, MPPT device is essential. The MPPT tracks and monitors the current and voltage of the photovoltaic cells and rechargeable batteries. By varying the gain, it allows for the optimal energy to be extracted from the photovoltaic cells. In the aircraft powered by solar, the MPPT is integrated into EMS. The next green power source is biomass technology. Biomass is a non-fossil material of biological origin constituting a renewable energy source. It is used as a fuel to generate electricity or heat. It is an electricity generator. It can be designed as a regional power station to generate electricity via a steam turbine, just like a geothermal and solar thermal electricity. It is used as a heating unit. It provides an alternative to conventional fuels used in the building energy system. Biomass is in the form of a wood and has been used and continues to be used throughout the world as fuel for cooking and heating. In warm climates, wood may be the cheapest and most accessible fuel to meet cooking needs. Dried animal waste is another form of biomass used in parts of the world. Key component of the biomass is the source of the crop, and it is being managed in a sustainable manner. The challenge with using biomass is managing the wood resource to ensure that it is not excessively depleted. Biomass has been most readily developed in areas where there is a large forest resource that can provide an inexpensive source of fuel. The fuel is primarily generated as a waste from the production of wood products. Waste wood is formulated into wood pellets that can be burned in a stove for household use or boiler for larger buildings. It is also feasible to grow other crops for fuel, including those used to manufacture sustainable aviation fuel. The best fuel options are those that grow quickly so that the life cycle of plant growth can keep up with the demand for fuel. Related technologies include waste-to-energy, where domestic wastes are used as fuel, and anaerobic digestion, where organic wastes are processed to create methane to be used as fuel. Biomass energy, whether generated for purpose of electricity or heating, it does produce emissions including CO2. By using biomass, low life cycle CO2 emissions can be achieved. Well, this allows for plants to absorb CO2 for growth during photosynthesis in relatively short timescales. Then this carbon is emitted back into the atmosphere during combustion and will return to the plant's enclosed loop. Then, no additional carbon will be injected into the biosphere as it would be the case for fossil fuels. Now, what are the advantages of biomass technology? Well, it works in similar way to conventional heating fuels, so it can be technologically simple to convert or replace existing boiler with those that burn biomass. However, the disadvantages of biomass includes The fuel must be regularly transported to and stored on site. So, large trucks must be deployed to bring the biomass fuel on a continuous basis to the facility site, and a large storage area must be established to keep the fuel on site in between shipments. Now, I'm going to explain about the biomass applicability to airports. Well, biomass has been used by airports in a few cases to provide heat for building needs. These projects have been primarily accomplished by replacing an existing fossil fuel boiler with one powered by biomass. These projects have often been located in areas where is an existing forestry resource and availability of processed biomass-related wood fuel. Identifying space for biofuel storage and timing of biofuel delivery have been important factors for some of the projects located at airports. However, the cost effectiveness depends on the cost of the biomass fuel compared to the cost of other available power. Lastly, I'm going to talk about biofuel. A biofuel is produced through contemporary processes from biomass, rather than a fuel produced by the very slow geological processes involved in the formation of fossil fuels, such as oil. The word biomass simply denotes the biological raw material. The fuel is made of some form of thermally or chemically altered solid end product like clarified pellets or briquettes. The word biofuel also is usually reserved for liquid or gaseous fuels which used for transportation. Here are some of the advantages of biofuel. Number 1. It is efficient fuel. Well, biofuel is made from renewable resources and relatively less flammable compared to fossil diesel. Biofuels can be manufactured from a wide range of materials. Number 2. In terms of cost benefit, biofuels cost the same in the market as gasoline does. The cost benefit of using them is much higher. With the increased demand for biofuels, they have the potential of becoming cheaper in the future as well. The third advantages will be the durability of vehicles' engine. Biofuels are adaptable to current engine designs and perform very well in most conditions. When biodiesel is used as combustible fuel, the durability of the engine increases. The fourth, it is easy to source. Gasoline is refined from crude oil, which happens to be a non-renewable resource, although current reservoirs of gas will sustain for many years. They will end sometime in the near future. Aviation biofuel is a biofuel used for aircraft. It is considered by some to be the primary means by which the aviation industry can reduce its carbon footprint. The focus of the industry has now turned to second-generation sustainable biofuels that do not compete with food supplies nor are major consumers of prime agricultural land or fresh water. Alright, so these are the 5 alternative green power sources to generate aircraft power plant. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you.